Hi there, my name is Diane Segalis, and I am the biotechnology teacher here at Livingston High School. Welcome to your very unique version of Course Preview Day. Thank you so much for taking some time to look at this presentation, this video that I have prepared for you. I hope you find it really interesting, and I hope you and your parents take some time to look at it and really think about if biotechnology and the biotechnology pathway is in your cards. So, in kind of a rather famous quote, to take or not to take this course, that is your question. And my answer to that is that the right question that you should be asking? But before we go on any further, what you can do right here, I know you have access to this video, but if you want these slides, not a problem at all. Take a picture of this QR code down here and you can get access to all of these slides so that you can look at them later, you can peruse them again, you want to watch the video, you want to take notes, whatever you want to do, you can do, and that's totally fine. So, but without further ado, our course preview day, to take or not to take the biotechnology pathway. That is your question right now. But like we said, should that be your question? Should that be what you are asking yourself? And my answer to you is, well, no. Here are some better questions that I want you to consider before thinking about taking this course. First one, do you like science? Because we're going to go in depth in some of these different topics that you probably haven't covered in your biology courses before. So, it's in our name, biotechnology. You gotta like science to, take our course. Are you going to major in science? And this could be a couple different sciences that'll be coming at you. Obviously you got your main ones. You got biology and chemistry. If you're going into those, you need to be in this course. But there are others. So think about some of the other ones that play into the bio field. Are you going pre-med? Are you going biomedical engineering? Then you definitely need to be in this course. This course is going to take the topics that you cover in your traditional biology classes, in your traditional chemistry classes, and going to elevate them to the next level. But look at some of these other ones on here. Bioinformatics, that is one of the most fastest growing sectors of the biofield. It's taking all of the genomic studies that we have, all of the analysis that we do on different components within our genome, with our proteomes, with our viromes, and really taking a chance to actually analyze that data and derive patient-driven results, derive very high quality of medicine, personalized medicine to patients. None of that will be possible without bioinformatics. Look at some of these other ones. Forensic anthropology. Do you like forensics? That's amazing. You definitely want to be taking this class. We're going to go in depth on many of the different assays that you'll be doing within that. So yes, obviously we're going to be doing DNA fingerprinting and DNA analysis, but not just understanding the concepts or the actual application or the construction of the device. We're going to be diving in so that you begin to understand the components of it. What does that fingerprint actually mean? Let's look at some other questions. What if science has typically not been your thing? Maybe you're not going into the science field, but I'm pretty sure that some of these other ones might be interesting for you. If you're going into pharmaceuticals, any component of pharma, even if you're going into the business sector of pharma has said time and time again that they are willing, say you like marketing, you like the business components of it. Pharma companies are willing to teach their employees the business side, their way of doing marketing. What they don't want to spend time teaching you is how to do the science. So if pharma is in your mind, but it's more of the business sense, you should be here. You like CAD. We're going to visualize different proteins. We're going to explore different programs that are being developed right now by companies like Google on how to better visualize proteins. And you can't do that without biotechnology. You can't make these new generation of what the world is going to be, of what our medicine is going to look like without biotechnology. So every one of these kind of not thought of sectors within business, within engineering, within design, all flow through this topic, flow through biotechnology. So if one of these is in your future, one of these is in your career path, you belong in biotechnology. Next one, AP Biology. Is AP Biology in your future? Then you 1000% belong in this course. I can't tell you how many of my students either take my course concurrently with my biotechnology course concurrently with AP Biology, or take AP Biology after taking Biotech 1. And the success that they have is resounding. AP Biology focuses on topics, and it's going to come real fast at you. But what they don't have time to show in AP Bio is the practical aspect of it, the lab version of it, the hands-on version of the content that you're learning. That's where I come in. You want to learn about gram stains? Absolutely. They're going to talk to you a lot about the content, a lot about what makes a gram-positive bacterium different than a gram-negative bacterium. I'll go into that a little bit too, but what we're going to differ is I'm going to make those slides. And 9 times out of 10, once we make those slides, it just so happens that we do this concurrently with AP Bio so that you'll be making the slides and you'll be leaving them for AP Bio so that they get to see that. So what we are able to do in biotech is we are able to do so much of the different topics and special sections that you're going to cover in AP Bio, but instead of just learning about it, you're going to be doing it. And that means you're going to be able to understand that topic so much better and be so much more prepared for the AP Bio exam in May. What about summer research institutes? Are they in your future? I can't tell you how many of my students ask me to write recommendations for them for these summer research institutes. But what's really special is that when my students come back and they thank me for how I've prepared them for these summer research, do you want to just be the coffee gopher, or do you want to be able to produce the materials that your mentors are going to need in the lab? Lab experiences are all what you put into them. My class teaches you how to be prepared for these lab experiences so that you're not just the gopher, that you're getting the most out of these research experiences that is going to lead you to where you want to be for your future. You want to be able to write the best college essay that you can. A lot of times that comes from experiences like these summer research institutes. Again, you want to do more than just go fetch that coffee. You want to be able to be prepared to be part of those experiments, to be a trusted resource for your mentor, not just the lowly intern that comes in through the summer. You want to be able to influence them so much that you're going to be able to get back in that lab year after year after year. Because you want to know what that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to a job, or at least job references. My class can teach you the skills that you will need to succeed in those labs. So what is biotechnology? And if you look at this image, there's a whole lot of words here, and it goes for a variety of different things. Clearly, you see the big word of biotechnology right in the middle, but then look at all of the different pieces that you see, from DNA and genetics to organisms to bacteria to growing products and engineering to diseases, understanding diseases, vaccines, and cells. All of this goes into what we are talking about. And if 2020 has taught us nothing else, it has taught us that we need to be prepared for our future, and that it can change on a dime and take a while to get back to what we consider normal. Biotechnology is the way that we are getting back to normal this year. And if we didn't have the researchers and the studies and the labs that are working on new technologies, new care paths for our patients, new vaccine developments, we would not be able to even think of what next year would look like. Even though it's still a lot of a question, our future would not be bright without the use of biotechnology and the hope that biotech and biotech industry brings to the future. So what are some things that you're going to study in this course? Well, 9 times out of 10, you're thinking of this picture. But when it comes down to it, you're going to be able to do so much of what you see in this picture. Yes, you're going to be micropipetting. You're going to be creating solutions. You're going to be doing DNA electrophoresis and protein electrophoresis and so many other really amazing labs. It is fantastic what we pack into this course. Now, we also have something called our Biotechnology Pathway. And with our pathway, what you will do is we'll take the foundation that you learn in Biotech 1 and develop that into something so much more with Biotech 2. We'll start by looking at agricultural biotechnology, pharmaceutical biotechnology, even virology, and delving into these main topics that take over biotech world and influence so much of what's happening in our world around us. From there, you're going to learn how to work in the lab so well that the keys to our lab are going to metaphorically be handed over to you, and you're going to create your own research, a feat that is not afforded to many high school students at all, many undergraduates either. But you are going to be so fortunate that after 2 years within our pathway, that is what you're going to be able to do. So what does this course look like? In truth, our focus is a lab-centered coursework. So our lab-centered coursework is going to focus around, we're going to talk about a technique, we're going to learn a technique, and then you are going to show and mastery and demonstrate that you understand how to perform that technique through practicals. So do you have quizzes and tests? Yes, you do. But a lot of them are focused more on, can you do what we just spent the last 2 weeks showing you how to do? Can you do that lab? So some of the different labs that we do in our study are DNA and phage electrophoresis. So some of these words are going to sound so crazy. You're going to be like, what are all of these? What's amazing is that just after Biotech 1, you're going to have all of this under your belt. And when I show our coursework to academia and professors of different colleges, when I show it to companies that partner with us and spend some time with us, talking to us through Zoom sessions, they look at our coursework and they say, I wish we had this when I was in high school. But you are lucky enough as Livingston High School students to be able to take these courses. These courses, these skills open up so many doors for you. So if, like we said at the beginning, if you are interested in science, if you are majoring in science in college, you belong in this course. This course is going to teach you so much. Why wait on a TA hopefully telling you about these things? You might as well learn how to practice them and how to do them here. These are just some of the images throughout the years that we've collected of different lab skills that our students have come in with. A lot of times in our labs in general in high school, students maybe get to explore things once or twice. Here, exploring things becomes a daily experience within our labs. Our students are enter into a lab environment every single day where they get to explore what we learn in the classroom and visualize it through different organisms and different lab experiences, taking what they learn in biology and advancing it to the next level. But it's not just biology, it's chemical experiences too. We take the applications that students learn upstairs in their chemistry world and learn how this is going to be integral into a successful lab, how these components are going to help them to succeed moving forward. And finally, like we said at the end of the year, after all of the time that these students spend at the end of Biotechnology 2, after all of the time that our students spend in the lab, they have now the confidence to work in a lab, to be certified lab technicians, and to be successful in their next endeavors. So here is a kind of outline of what Biotechnology 1 is. So if you're familiar with any of these concepts, you can see that they span a large section of what we do. And looking at these labs, I didn't get to do some of these labs in my undergrad. You don't get to do a lot of these labs in your graduate level studies, and here you are, so fortunate that you get to experience them in the safety and security of Livingston High School. This enables you not to just learn the technique, but to perfect it. And that is what you want to be able to show your future employers. That is what you want to be able to show your college professors, so that you have a guaranteed A in those first college classes, which takes a lot of stress off when you're going into your freshman year. Besides this, we take a test called NOCTI, which is a lab certification class, or lab certification test, And this test enables you to walk into a lab and prove that you have the skills necessary to work there. It enables you to get a leg up to be a college lab tech. What these positions are, they're coveted and they're very hard to get inside the labs, because you don't want to just work in a lab. You want to be able to get your foot into the door in the lab that's going to open up the doors to the next piece of your future. And that is what NOCTI enables you to do. It enables you to show your the principal investigator that you have command over the lab, that you understand what that lab is talking about. Because if that PI needs to hire on an undergrad, who are they going to choose? Someone that knows nothing, or someone that can walk in saying, I know what skills you're using in the lab and you don't need to spend time teaching me. I know who I would want to get. And last but not least, NOCTI is college application gold. This is a wonderful certification that you're going to be able to put into Naviance and say you have, or that you will be getting. It is fantastic, and it helps your application within colleges outshine the rest of the pack. So here's a couple options for you. My current sophomores, okay? We're going to talk about the whole pathway here. So for the whole pathway, we are talking sophomores only, because it is a 2-year program. So you will take Biotech 1 your junior year. The reason why we make this a requirement in the junior year is because you have to have both biology and chemistry, both of these classes, because I teach our Biotech 1 through a very biochemical centric point of view. It's not just about understanding the molecules, it is about understanding how they function chemically. Our Biotech 2 will be in our senior year. So like you saw the previous slide talking about the different components of what is in the Biotech 1, here's a glimpse of what Biotech 2 is. It's really about 3/4 of the year. We're going to talk about agriculture. With agriculture, you'll have cloning. We'll talk about plant cloning, different types of plant propagation techniques, tissue culture. We will have hydroponics, aquaponics, aeroponics, all different types of growing medium being utilized within our classroom and combined with the sustainability science upstairs in S27 and outside in our brand new hoop house. We will be talking about pharmacology. With pharmacology, we'll be talking about the creation of aspirin and talking about how on a business side, how you can ensure the purity of your sample. We'll be talking about bioinsecticides and how we can extract plant plant secretions to become new pharmaceutical components within research. We'll be looking at CRISPR and the use of CRISPR diagnostics, and within the SARS-CoV-2 pandemic, we'll be looking at how within the pandemic they were able to take applications like PCR and completely change the way that platform works. Didn't finish this sentence, but we'll also be exploring different types of cancers and how the pharmacology realm has been able to develop different drugs and drug targets to treat very specific cancers. Kind of a nice compilation of things that we learned in Biotech 1, bringing it up to what we are able to explore within Biotech 2. Lastly, we'll be exploring virology, and with this we'll look at a little bit of the historical and the genomic foundations of study of virology. We'll be looking into vaccine development and research, how we can be prepared for the next pandemic, and this realm of epidemiology, how that plays into or goes hand in hand with virology. We'll also be looking at viral vector-based therapeutics like CAR T-cell therapy. And then about the last quarter of the year is research. So like I said, our students are going to be so prepared that they are going to be able to truly develop their own experimental protocol and run that within our lab. But that 2-year pathway is not the only way that you have access to this course. So you can take just Biotechnology 1. So if you are a current junior, or if you're a sophomore too, you can just take Biotechnology 1 as a simple standalone course. So you're still exposed to all of those labs that have impressed the likes of academia and biotech professionals alike. You still will get the NOCD credit, so that means you will still have college application gold available to you in just the Biotech 1. You just will not have those extensions that we were just talking about that you will only experience within Biotech 2. Have more questions, or you want to follow and see what we're up to? Check us out on Lancer Biotech. If you scan this will bring you right to our Instagram page where I post pictures of what we're doing in class and all the exciting going-ons that happen only within our biotechnology pathway. Welcome to the Biotechnology Pathway. Let's go in. Biotech is a multi-year pathway that has been developed at Livingston High School. In that, you will have 2 years of biotechnology, Biotech 1 and Biotech 2. In Biotech 1, we learn a lot about the skills that you're going to do in lab. You'll learn about the different protocols, you'll learn about how to do them. You'll be doing labs in there that most graduate students might get a chance to do, and you're going to be doing them here. That's a great advantage for you moving forward. The type of student that should be taking biotech is someone that is interested in sciences. Whether you have an aim to go into the research field or pharmacology, you should be here. If you have a thought about going into the medical field, you should be here. If you're going in as a biochem, a molecular bio undergraduate major, you should be here. Basically, anyone that has an interest in science should be here.
So I took biotech while I took AP Bio, and this helped me tremendously because Ms. Segalis really helped break down the really big concepts in AP Bio. And in biotech, we do the labs that we discuss in AP Bio but never get the opportunity to do. And through this, you really get a hands-on experience, and it really helps you understand what the actual science is behind the labs.
I took AP Bio after taking Biotech 1, and Biotech 1 helped me introduce me to a lot of the concepts that we talk about in AP Bio, so I felt a lot more familiar with them. I also felt a lot more familiar with the labs that we were discussing and didn't feel as foreign as it would have felt to me had I not taken Biotech 1.
Hi, I'm Carolina. I'm currently a freshman at Indiana University Bloomington as a double major in biology and animal behavior. I took biotech as a senior at Livingston High School, and I can honestly say it was one of the best decisions I made. I learned so much from that class, start to finish. It helped me so much with looking for research opportunities and getting myself set up for what college life would actually be like. Some of the ways it's helped me are, for example, next semester I'm actually required to take a class, and I am certified to do 75% of the things that I need to learn.
If you still are unsure about whether or not you should take biotechnology, let me give you one more piece of information. After Biotechnology 1, my students are eligible to take the NOCTI certification test. This gives you a leg up in any undergraduate lab that you are trying to get into or an internship that you are trying to secure with any pharmaceutical or lab-based practice. So why should you take this course? Let's sum it up. You definitely want to take this course if you are interested in biology, if you are taking any sort of science-related course. If you are taking those courses, you definitely want to be here. I hope that video that I just showed you really gave you an exploration into what is possible within this course and all the different things that are really open the doors that open up for you. If you are excited about this, if you are thinking pre-med, if you are thinking biostatistician or bioinformatics, you absolutely need this course. All too often in our other courses, they are kitchen labs that everyone knows the way that the outcome is going to be. That's not what this course is. Our course is the one course in this high school that exposes you to real labs and real science, where we read the papers, we write the papers, and we actually delve into what makes science so amazing, the unpredictable nature and the discoveries around each and every corner. So I just want to thank you for coming in, or virtually coming in and watching this video. I hope you liked our presentation. I hope you liked the video that my students produced about kind of giving you a glimpse into what our biotech program and our biotech pathway is able to offer students. I am so thankful for this opportunity to teach this at Livingston High School, and I really hope you take advantage of this. This is a once in a lifetime course. Do not let this course pass you by. You absolutely want to take this course. I hope to see you in the fall. Take care, everyone. And if you have any questions or you want to talk to me further, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is here. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.